Good morning. Welcome to Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living. Whether you are here in person or online, we are happy you are here, where everybody is welcome, all faiths, cultures, and orientations. I am practitioner and ministerial student Vanessa Kunitz, and I am filling in for our beloved minister, Reverend J. He's visiting family this week. And to start us out, we have Reverend Melissa and Reverend Z, who are joining us again today.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. So great to see people here. And hi to everybody at home. We know you're there.
We see you. Okay. I think we're good. This is a sing-along. It's an echo, so you'll get it.
Please join us.
I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I wanna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Spirit loves me. Spirit loves me. I know that. Spirit loves me. That's a fact. Yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. When I'm down, I turn to you. When I'm down, you pull me through. Yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love.
I'm feeling if I'm willing, Spirit's opening the door. So I'm asking, passing time while I'm crashing in a last sad gasp of confusion. And it's slow, a little knowing that won't let go. Can't ignore it, and you know I won't, cause it's growing in the open. No more hoping now. Spirit holds my soul and says you gotta let me love you now. You are worthy of this love, so why not let me love you now? For you are worthy of this love. Yeah.
I surrender every little thing. I surrender. Hear me sing, you too, yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. 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 Woohoo!
Nice. Thank you, Reverend Z and Melissa. We welcome you back, and we're so grateful that you're here. My fellow teachers also. Love it, love it. Oh, we'd like to offer a blessing that is listed in your flyer if you're here in person. A welcome to our newcomers and to all of you who are here or online. We raise our hands and say, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. We are grateful for your presence in our community. Yes, indeed. And we'd like to begin our service repeating our vision and our mission statement. Please join us by saying our vision statement that is also in your program. Together we say, we are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission statement, together we say, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. We have a great service planned for you today, as you could tell by the opening of, that was our sacred opening, right? And all the upbeat energy. So I'm knowing that's how the rest of the service is going. And before we get started, I want to let you know about a few announcements. Our celebration of Pride Month continues today. If you did not receive a button and ribbon, please pick one up at the welcome station up front. There's also a prayer box for any prayer requests you have, or it's also available on our website at nvcsl.com. Our practitioners and ministers pray on your confidential requests each week. And our Unbottled virtual music event is coming up this Friday, June 18th at 7 p.m. Yes, featuring Michael Franti, Jamie Lula, Karen Drucker, Gary Lynn Floyd, Lisa Ferraro, Natalie Zuckerman, and our very own Shauna Marshall. You will not want to miss this event. This benefit supports our vision and mission of radical inclusion and compassion in action, and also supports our partnership with other nonprofits with similar visions. We appreciate your support. Watch it on YouTube Live or view the recording later. There is a ticket required for access, and the link is on the banner or online at nvcsl.com. Next Sunday is Father's Day. We will have special gifts for all dads and those who express the divine masculine in their lives. Reverend J will be back, and our guest musician is the amazing Gary Lynn Floyd, who will also be sharing his personal experiences of being embraced by the Centers for Spiritual Living after being shunned by more conservative faiths. Sunday, June 20th is also the summer solstice. That evening at 7 p.m., our very own beloved practitioner, Michael Coleman, will be leading a drumming circle to celebrate the solstice, and all are welcome. Every Wednesday at 6:30 in the sanctuary, we have an in-person meditation, followed by an optional intention circle for peace and connection. And we also have services and classes in Spanish. Spanish language Sunday services are on the second and fourth Sundays at 12:30, including today. For more information on this or anything, call the church office or view our website at nvcsl.com. And now I would like to properly introduce you to Reverend Z and Melissa. If you did not know, they are the founders of OhMyGod Life, an online and traveling ministry. Their mission is to bring radical joy to the world. What you might not know is that Reverend Z Egloff is a cartoonist, spoken word artist, which you got a glimpse of, and an award-winning author of the spiritual humor blog, Life in ZD. And their wife, Reverend Dr. Melissa Phillippe, is a singer, songwriter, and teacher with 9 albums of original music in release. Let's give another warm welcome to them.
Thank you so much, Brunessa. It's fun to see Brunessa here. We had fun with a retreat we did for home students way back when. Thank you to Reverend J for having us back. Thank you to the whole amazing team that was here this morning. You don't even know what this looked like when we got here, and here we are, and we have sound and everything set up. Y'all have a bunch of magicians here. I will say that much. All right, so we're going to get started with some spiritual practice. Perhaps you know this song. Perhaps you don't know that Melissa wrote this song, but there we go.
We would love for you to sing it with us. Here's the thing, you're outside. No one can hear you. Spirit can hear you.
Spirit can hear you, and Spirit's good.
And the more you sing,
whatever you sound,
the more you know the truth.
Spirit doesn't judge.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am.
One life, one power, one energy in and through all creation. Call it light, call it love, call it that which is beyond language. It does not matter what we call it. It simply matters that we call it. Spirit, sweet spirit, that one energy through all of creation, including me, including each and every one of us here now. So today we remember this. We remember who and what we are. We remember whose we are. And so I claim that this time today is that remembering for each and every one of us, deepening into our awareness and knowledge that we are divine. We are expressions of the divine, perfect, just as we are right now. And I just give this day, I give this intention to remember back to Spirit now. Spirit's got it. Spirit takes it. And I just bask in that for a moment. And fully releasing this now. I know it is done. I know it is good and very good. And if you are in alignment with this prayer, please repeat after me. Amen.
Amen.
Ashe.
Ashe.
And so it is.
And so it is.
It's so sweet to be here with y'all today, here and virtually. We're going to talk today about love. And to get started with this idea of love, we're going to start out with a song about love. And here we go. It's coming. Pray for us, everyone. Remember that show, Bewitched? How she wiggled her nose and twitch? Spells were cast. It was a blast. All I ever wanted was to be like that. But then I grew up and I let it go. Twitches are for witches. Just say no. Magic isn't cool. Magic is for fools. Magic is for people wanna break the rules, all right? Okay. But it wouldn't go away. I looked all around, I searched till I found a wise old woman who could break it down. She said it's so much more than a nose wiggle. It's so much more than a spell. The magic is in me, the magic is in you, the magic is in everyone and everything we do. It's the love inside us, shining through. I let it move through me, groove through me, take a little cruise through me. Love is the magic and it knows what to do.
Love is the magic in me. Love is the magic in me. In me.
Oh my, it made me want to cry. All those years, I thought I couldn't fly. But what if it was real? What if it was true? What if magic was something I could do? So I gathered up my courage and I gathered up my trust and I gathered up my fears and I kicked them in the dust. I said, I can do this, can't you see? After all, it's so much more than me. It's love that'll do it. It's love sees me through it. All I gotta do is set it free. Let it go, let it flow, let it sing, let it be. Cause it's so much more than a nose wiggle. It's so much more than a spell. The magic is in me, the magic is in you, the magic is in everyone and everything we do. It's the love inside us shining through. I let it move through me, groove through me, take a little cruise through me. Love is the magic and it knows what to do.
Love is the magic in me. Love is the magic in me. In me.
Every day I wake up and I say, I got the magic and I'm gonna play with the whole wide world and all the people in it. When it comes to love, there's no limit to the joy and the bliss and the beauty you can find. Looking for love? Check your mind. What's it gonna be? How's it gonna go? Happy, angry, lonely, free. No one else can do it. You're the only one. Your mind is strong as mighty like the power of the sun. Why not let it magnify all the love that lives inside? You can change the world. Plus it's really fun, cause it's so much more than a nose wiggle. It's so much more than a spell. The magic is in me, the magic is in you, the magic is in everyone and everything we do. It's the love inside us shining through. I let it move through me, groove through me, take a little cruise through me. Love is the magic and it knows what to do.
Love is the magic in me.
Love is the magic in me. Love is the magic.
Love is the magic in me. In me. All we need is that power inside us to carry us through. It lives in me. It lives in you.
Cause it's so much more than a nose wiggle. It's so much more than a spell. The magic is in me. The magic is in you. The magic is in everyone and everything we do. It's the love inside us shining through. I let it move through me, groove through me, take a little cruise through me. Love is the magic and it knows what to do.
In me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So as you maybe guessed, my favorite show as a kid was Bewitched. I love that show, and I can still remember walking down the street of my small town in Ohio and stopping and closing my eyes and wishing as hard as I could that I could have Samantha's powers, right? That I could like do magic things. And I really thought maybe it would work if I wished hard enough, right? I open my eyes, wiggle my nose, nothing. But then, years later, I discovered Centers for Spiritual Living, and I realized, oh, there is a power greater than me, and I can use it. There is a power greater than me, and it can use me, right? Love is the magic, and that magic is available 24/7. And sometimes it's easier to access that knowledge than others. Do you know what I mean? Maybe a little. Okay, I guess it's just me. But sometimes for me, it's challenging to really know that and feel that fully. What we want to talk about today is finding that love, remembering that love in both ourselves and other people. And Melissa is going to get us started.
I am.
Melissa?
Okay. Oh. Uh-huh. Just a little quick switch for you. Thank you, Joseph. So, have you ever been triggered? I'm not alone there. So by triggered, what I mean is having like a little bit of an illogical, if looked at from the outside, view of, you know, what just happened, right? So we have this reaction. Like maybe you're driving down the freeway and someone cuts in front of you, one of my favorites. Or you're in the market and you're in the 15-item speedy checkout and this Person in front of you has 18 items in their basket, right? And you have this like going ballistic kind of reaction internally, maybe even only internally. Sometimes, unfortunately, externally, we all do it. So I used to live like that. Triggered. Everything triggered me to anger, victimhood, and then anger at whatever just victimized me. They went together so well. So that was really how I lived. You could say I was trigger happy, minus the happy. I wasn't so happy. So how do we go from trigger unhappy to more actually trigger happy? Well, it can be a process, right? But the main thing is this. We know in this philosophy movement, in metaphysics, we know that if we are being triggered, so what I mean by that, how you know if you're being triggered, is you feel like toxic bad. Not just bad like we all feel bad sometimes, but I mean toxic bad. Do you all know what I mean by toxic bad? Like there's a different flavor to it, like 31 flavors. It's the one that you don't ever want to buy at the ice cream store. So the phrase that I remind myself regularly when I'm there is, if I am feeling toxic bad, I am believing a lie. I am believing a lie. So if I want to not feel toxic bad, what I need to do is discover for myself, what is the lie that I'm believing, and find the truth and replace it in my mind. Now, where do you find that truth? On the flip side of the lie, right? Sounds so simple. I had this example that I was, so now at this point in my life, in this story, I had been working with Don Miguel Ruiz, the author of the Four Agreements. So I trained with him for a long time. And I had been working with Miguel for about 10 years. I mean, I was, I was all that. And I was in practitioner training, Prac 2. So I'd been around enough. I knew the truth, right? Okay, that's the backdrop. At that time in my life, I was traveling all the time doing this. I say this by myself. So we didn't have that. Wasn't nearly as good or fun, but I didn't have Z with me. But I was traveling around the country, speaking, doing my music, hustling. And I came home one time, and you'll know how long ago this was, to a stack of statements from the bank. Remember those? Paper statements. Yeah, so that was not a good feeling. And then with some research, what I figured out is that right before I had left on this most recent tour, I had done some bookkeeping. And in the process of doing that bookkeeping, I had inadvertently entered a deposit twice. And so I was so happy because back then I had debt and I got to pay down a debt. Only then the money wasn't there when they went to take it from the bank. It was $600 just in fees from the bank that were not reversible because it was my mistake, right? I was so mad at the bank back then. Victim. So, So I was in this toxic bad for weeks and I couldn't get out. And I knew the truth. I knew I just made a mistake. I'm a child of God. I would like remind myself, it's okay. Just breathe. It's all right. You're not a horrible person because blah, blah, blah. And then 30 seconds later, I'd be right back in it. Anyone relate to what I am saying? So I had this over and over for weeks. And then I remembered I have this wonderful tool called consciousness and this wonderful way of accessing what is the truth on the other side of the lie that I'm telling. What is the lie I'm telling? So I decided I was going to do this meditation. It's a meditation we call radical transformation meditation. And I went into my bedroom. I told my spouse at the time, wasn't Z, that I would just be, 5 minutes. I was going to just go look at this and fix it, fix my consciousness. And I went in there and I did this meditation. And in this meditation, you search for and find what is the lie you're telling yourself. And then you look to the flip side and find the truth, right? Sounds simple, of course. So I went in there, I did that, and about 90 minutes later, I came walking out, and I was in a state of shock. And my husband at the time took one look at me and said, whoa, 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 what happened to you? And I said, I just realized that my mother hates me. To which he said, you're just figuring that out? And he said, you know, she says these awful things to you that she never says to either of your siblings all the time. And I thought, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what moms do. 2 weeks later, few days later, I told my best friend that same thing. And she said, you're just figuring this out? She says these horrible things, like word for word what my husband had said. So I thought, oh boy, howdy, I had missed this, right? But here's the cool thing. First of all, how I got there is that when I was growing up, my mother used to say this thing to me all the time. She would say, you're the best fight I ever lost with your father. Now, I think what she was trying to say was, I'm so glad I had you, right? Because I wasn't going to do that, and then your dad really wanted to, so I did. I think that's what she was trying to say, but what I heard was, I did not want you. I did not want you, which was true. She didn't want me, but what I realized in that meditation is it wasn't me, this version of me that my mother didn't want. It was another baby with a bunch of diapers, etc. All that. She just didn't want to do it again. She'd done it twice. She felt complete, you know? And then when I looked at, okay, that's the lie. What is the lie? What is like the thing I came to from that experience? What's the belief? And the belief was I shouldn't have come. And if you keep digging, as I did that day, what we almost always get to when we're in that toxic bag place is, I suck. I suck. I shouldn't have come. I don't deserve to be here. I'm just basically not worthy, not enough, not right. I shouldn't be here. I suck. And in that moment, I asked Spirit to tell me the truth and give me an experience of the truth. And it was overwhelming, the clarity. I may have grown up being told my mother didn't want me, but Spirit wanted me. Spirit wanted me to be. Spirit wanted me then, and Spirit wants me right now. Spirit wants me not only to be here, but to be exactly who and what I am at this point. And that is the truth about you. Whether you're remembering it at any given moment or not, every breath you take is the evidence that Spirit wants you here. Because if Spirit doesn't want you here, you know you won't be. And there will come a time when we're all done, each of us, right? Our time comes. But if you're still breathing, Spirit wants you here right now. So the lie was, I suck. I don't deserve to be here. And the truth was, Spirit loves me. Spirit wants me, always did. So you can imagine that switch from one belief to the other of those, my life got better and better. And as I've continued to know the truth fully and release the shame and all the stuff, all those other things, my life just gets better and better and better. It's so good. I have this mantra now that I use that is, I stand in unapologetic confidence, knowing the truth of my divine nature. I stand in unapologetic confidence, knowing the truth of my divine nature. And if ever I feel that toxic bad from a lie, I ask myself this question. So you know that Verizon guy, that ad, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So I ask myself, can I love me now? Can I love me now? And more, the answer is yes. And you know what happens then? I'm still reacting to the world. I'm still triggered, but now I'm triggered into this immense gratitude and joy for what is, because it's magic being alive. It is magic. So now I'm trigger happy, minus the actual unhappy part. That's what I want for you. And for more, to allow you to have that, I give you my wife, Reverend Baby.
I guess you can all call me that now. It's out there. All right, so finding the love. Melissa talked about finding the love within ourselves, right? Look for the lie, check on the flip side. I'd like to take it to the next level, finding love with other people. That's always fun, right? Okay, so I have a little story I'd like to share with you that I fondly refer to as the spiritual retreat from hell. Would you like to hear it? Okay, so this is a long time ago. I was thinking about this. It was about 13 years ago. So Melissa and I had just gotten together and we went to a spiritual retreat. These days, a lot of times we facilitate those. At this point, we were participating in a spiritual retreat. It was held at a resort. So everybody, it was kind of nice, right? Sometimes, you stay on like Boy Scout bunk beds and stuff. I don't know about y'all. I've been to some of those. So this was really nice. We were at a nice hotel and we had a meeting room and all that. I was kind of nervous though, because I didn't know anyone there other than Melissa, right? So I appear extroverted, but I'm not. So I can be kind of shy. So I was a little nervous, and we go to the first night, that kind of everybody getting to know each other. I should also mention this was a women's retreat, right? Now, I identify as gender rich, whole lot of gender going on. And this is something I've known about myself for decades now. There didn't even have the language now. Now they'll talk about non-binary, but this was like 35 years ago. I was like, that's me, but I didn't have the words for it, right? So I've known this about myself for a long time, but it's taken me a long time to have the courage to express outside what I feel inside, right? And these days I'm good, right? But this was 13 years ago. And it was newer for me to express outside my experience inside. My, at the time I would say androgynous, just super androgynous. So I was a little more self-conscious, right? That someone was going to be like, I mean, I've had that, you walk in a women's bathroom, not good. So I was a little scared, but it seemed to go great. Everyone seemed fine. I'm like, all right. Melissa and I go back to our room that first night, and Melissa is the kind of person who falls asleep right away. I am not. It takes me a while to like cool down. So I'm lying there, not sleeping. And as I'm lying there in the room, I realized I can hear talking in the next room. And I realized as they're talking, they're at the retreat. So it's two other women in the room who are at the retreat. And the walls are kind of thin, they had like a door between us so you could hear through. And I realized as I'm lying there that they're talking about me. Or one of them in particular is talking about me. And she's saying, I don't know why she has to look like that. I don't know why she has to look like a man. I don't know why, if she hates men, she has to look like one. Now, you think of things after. I should have yelled like, I don't hate guys. I'm part guy myself, but I didn't think to say it. And we all know people talk about us, right? We know that happens, but to actually hear them talk about you, it was a little bit like a kick in the gut. Now, I was also a good metaphysician. And so I thought, interesting. So I come to this retreat and I'm all worried about what the other participants are going to think about me. And now here I am attracting an experience of finding out exactly what one of the other participants thinks about me. Now, consciousness is creative. The knowledge that consciousness is creative is a mighty weapon. And it's important for us not to use that weapon against ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Like, how did my consciousness create this, right? There is no worse question in the history of language than that one, right? So the key, when we really get that consciousness is creative, is to be gentle with ourselves for what we're creating. Because Spirit's not judging us, Spirit's not judging anybody, right? So it's like, okay. And I know y'all know this. It's sometimes what appears to be the worst thing that could have ever happened ends up being the best thing that ever happened, right? So I knew all this stuff. I'm just like, okay, stay chill, stay open. The next morning, we're at the gathering, and I'm scanning the room, trying to figure out who that was. Still trying to stay open, but like, and here's the thing. There were 2 women in that room who had that voice, because I remembered the voice. It was like, branded in my brain. 2 different women had that voice, which was a little bit of a problem because I did not know who to hate. Did I mention that this was a spiritual retreat? Yeah. Okay. So eventually, not after that long, I figured out who it was because they were in the room right next to us. So we were taking a break. We're all back at our rooms. And oh, sure enough, it was one of the 2 women. And I was able to say, I'd been looking forward to saying this, the walls in between our 2 rooms are kind of thin and we can hear everything you're saying, It didn't really bring me the satisfaction, though, that I thought I would. And also, now that I knew who it was, I got to find out some things about her. Like, for example, she was a few decades older than me. So back in the day, for her, there were not a lot of gender-rich individuals roaming free, right? Not happening. So just not something she could understand. And also, I learned she grew up in a very religious, conservative household. Again, not a lot of this, right? I also couldn't help but replay what I'd heard in my mind. And I realized that a lot of what she had said that first night was, I don't understand why, right? I don't understand why she has to look like that. Why, if she hates men, I don't understand. So at one point during this spiritual retreat, we did a spiritual exercise where we were invited to, and I was able to get in touch with that place, that space that lives within and all throughout creation of expansion and love, the truth, like Melissa talked about, right? And when I'm in this place of expansion, I'm thinking about this woman and what she said. And I was thinking, it doesn't really feel good to be out of alignment with love, right? It doesn't feel good. That's why we all want to be in love. It just feels so good. It doesn't feel good to be judging other people. And to the degree to which she was maybe a little judgmental of me, that couldn't have felt good to her. And I realized, she actually wants to love me. She wants to love me. And it became like this mantra for me. She wants to love me. The lie was, she wants to judge me. The flip side of that lie was, she wants to love me. And from that place, it became easy to just genuinely forgive her, like drop it, like not forgive her like I'm better than her, so I'm going to forgive, but like real genuine forgiveness, like she wants to love me. And I didn't have to go to her. I didn't have to process with her about it, right? It was all just within me. I was able to like just get clear and be good. And not only that, I want to love her because to the degree that she was being judgy, I was being judgy about her being judgy, which made me double judgy, which is also not a good ice cream flavor, right? So she wants to love me. I want to love her. And not only that, I want to love me because, like I said, at that place in time, I still had my own judgment about myself and who I was and how I was expressing. And so here I was attracting the perfect experience for me to look at my own unhealed stuff and bring love to it. I want to love me. And it's not an accident that I got there during spiritual practice, right? Spiritual practice, that's why we're here, coming together in spiritual community, praying, meditating, talking to a practitioner. It's through those tools that we get back to the truth, right? There's a story I love about this guy who goes to a doctor and he says, "Doctor, I hurt all over." And the doctor says, "Well, Can you be a little more specific? And the guy goes, yes, I'll tell you. My head right here. Oh, right there on my forehead. Oh, it hurts so much. And my elbow right here. Oh, ow, ow. Oh, and my knee right here. Ooh, my knee hurts so much. And the doctor says, I think I see what's going on. Doctor does a full examination and then says, you have a broken finger. So when we look at life through the eyes of contraction, everything hurts, right? But when we see through the eyes of love, we see the truth. We are able to look for the lie, check on the flip side. We're able to see that they want to love us. They want to love you. You want to love them. You want to love you. And when through our spiritual practice, we ground ourselves in remembering, we ground ourselves in this truth, then we know that love is the magic and that it lives right here. I invite you all to take a breath. Exhale with a sigh. Breathe in again. Exhale. Let us pray.
I am whole and complete in God. I am whole and complete in God. I am whole and complete in God. I am whole and complete in God.
There is only one life, one power, one energy in and through all creation. In this moment, I call this energy, this power, love. Love is beyond what I can even imagine or express, and yet it is here. It is speaking this prayer through me as me. It is breathing each and every one of us here in this gathering. And I'm grateful for this knowing right here, right now, that we are love. We are remembering who and what we are. We are remembering to look for those lies. And check on the flip side, we are remembering to ask Spirit to help us do so. We are remembering the love that other people have for us, whether they know it or not. We remember the love that we have for others and for ourselves. And I'm grateful for this grounding. I am grateful that this awareness grows stronger every day, and that for each of us, as we go out in the world, we are a force for good, a force for light, a force for love, uplifting not only our own lives, but the lives of everyone around us and the lives of our country and our world. And I'm grateful for this upliftment of Spirit as us, each and every one of us. I just give this prayer back to Spirit, because Spirit's got it. Spirit says yes. We say yes. Everybody says yes, 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 yes.
I am whole and complete in God. I am whole and complete in God. I am whole and complete in God. I am whole and complete in God.
And if you are in alignment with this prayer, please repeat after me. Amen.
Amen.
Ashe.
Ashe.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you. Reverend Vanessa.
No, we do our song.
Oh, well, we got another song. Sorry. Well, maybe Reverend Vanessa's going to do the song? No? No? Okay. We're going to do another song. Sorry. Forgot. Let's do it.
Rain, rain, wash away my tears. And take away the pain I've been holding in for years. Wind, blow, blow away my fears. Whisper till I know this storm will someday clear. I'm tired of holding on to this one tiny rock where I thought it was safe to be. Now I'm remembering I wanna be washed to sea. The healing storm cleansing my soul. Oh, healing storm making me whole. Break open my heart. The pain is well worn. For I am reborn in the healing storm. Sun, shine your light on all tonight. No longer blind. Now my heart will be my guide. I see the rainbow's end, a pot of gold shining bright, showing me the way to peace again. 'Cause I'd been holding back the light, and now I give in. The healing storm cleansing my soul. Oh, healing storm making me whole. Break open my heart. The pain is well worn. For I am reborn in the healing storm.
My heart is the place where this storm has its say. Can't escape, though I try to hide from the rain. But every drop pulls me out, fills me up, turns me inside out, and I can't stay the same. Take it all, take my shame, I don't need it. It It just makes me crazy. I'm not crazy. I am free. So I land in the place where I'm safe, where I'm from, where I've been all along. Didn't know it, too afraid of myself, who I am, what I'm made of. But now I stay, now I stand in this place, on this land, stake my claim, unafraid, till the storm fades away.
The healing storm, cleansing my soul. Oh, healing storm, making me whole. Wrinkle back my heart, the pain is well worn. For I am reborn. In the healing storm.
Now it's Vanessa's turn.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Whew, my heart is still beating. I love sharing space with you too. You always take me on such a journey. Thank you. Man, have me clapping and then it has me all in my heart space. Okay, I'm back. Not really. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, this is our time in the service for our tithes and offering. It's a time in our service where we share our abundance with each other. And we're grateful for the support we've had. Oh, sorry, I had a typo in my notes. Both your, we're grateful for the support you've given us, both in your time and talent and your financial abundance. We know that what you give returns to you in abundance. There is a basket up front here that you're welcome to donate to now or at the end of service. And we know your conscious giving is part of a spiritual practice of intentional living. If you're online, you are welcome to give using the secure link that is offered on the banner on our website. And as we say the affirmation together, I invite you to hold what you are giving to your heart or in your heart if you've already given electronically. So let's repeat together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And we like to bless our children. We will begin our Sunday Children's program when school starts back in the fall. And we raise our hands and imagine the children in our lives. We love you. We care about you. We are here for you. And I'd like to quickly invite Melissa and Z to talk about their table that they have here.
So we have a table back there. It's the first time we've had a table in a year and a half. We were putting it up this morning like, woo! So
How do we do this?
Yeah, we have all kinds of stuff back there. We have music, we have fridge magnets, we have $5 t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. And most important though, is our mailing list.
Yes,
because
we would love to have you on our mailing list. I mean, unless you just don't, if you think we suck, don't sign up.
You're wrong. You're believing a lie if
that's
you think
true.
that.
But if you enjoyed what we did today, we'd love to have you on our mailing list. And here's the cool thing. We send out 2 free videos every month to those friends on our mailing list. And then the best part, I think it's the best part, it's the most fun we have, is every year we write and record a birthday song and do a video of our birthday song that we send to our friends in their inbox the morning of their birthday. So if you get on our mailing list and give us your birthday, which is one of the fields on the thing, you will hear from us on your birthday, first thing in the morning, because it actually goes out at like 12:01 a.m.
It goes out at midnight.
Yeah. And if none of that works, are we doing hugs now? Like hugs. I think
we're
can hug.
vaccinated. If you're vaccinated,
If you're vaccinated,
you can hug
we'd
us.
love to
I guess
hug
those
you.
are the rules. We won't make you
If
show
not,
your card. I don't think.
we've got masks, you know.
Honor system. We're both fully vaxxed. Yeah. Okay.
Check your card.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Thank
that's
you.
us. Thank you.
And then finally, we want to say our community affirmation together. So please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
I am led by spirit.
I am led by spirit.
I am guided by wisdom.
I am guided by wisdom.
I am protected by love. And I am here to be a blessing. Say this one like you mean it. I am so grateful. And so it is. All right. And now our closing song by Melissa and Z.
You're staying, yeah? It's pretty short. I'm gonna let spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I am worthy of this love. I am worthy of this love. Yes, I'm worthy of this love. You are. It's so true.
Woo! Thank you. All right. As we go forth, let us have like the best day ever, the best week ever, and just be an open channel for more and more love to pour in and more love and goodness to pour out. Yes? Yes. Enjoy your day and your week ahead. Blessings.